Hello everybody, welcome to another in-depth Akshan build guide. Today I'm going to tell you guys every single mythic that you can build on Akshan and when to build them, why to build them, and their playstyles explained by me basically. So it seems like the last time I made an Eclipse build guide, then people seeming to be confused on what to build. Look guys, actually let's get just started and start explaining. So here's are the mythics that are viable on Akshan. The Strikebreaker, don't mind it, I'll explain to you guys at last why it's fun and just stuff like that. Let's start with Kraken actually. Kraken is the most built item on Akshan, for good reasons. 99% of your games you should build Kraken. And here's your break. I typed, but it's bread. Here's your bread and butter. Most common build. Kraken, Lord Bork, Lord Dominic's, Infinity Edge, and Guardians, right?
Yes, villainy is near.
Yeah, I agree. This is the most common build, as Akshan said it. He said yes. Kraken, no-brainer, is great against tanks when you shred them and just stuff like that. It's just amazing mythic. I think Kraken, Eclipse, and Immortal are the best mythic items on Akshan that can use. Others are situational. I'll tell you guys in a second. Anyways, so for Gale Force, some people seeming to ask me, why don't you use Gale Force? I'm like, look, Gale Force is great for picks, it's great for execution, it's good to dodge key abilities from certain champions. First one comes to mind, Camille. His E hook shot you can dodge with Gale Force every single time. Jax's E, then let's see, Diana ult, stuff like that you can ult, or you also have extra dash, you get more movement speed for kiting, you also get execution, so your pick potential is high because you can do damage and execute them with Gale Force, etc, etc. Your common build is Gale Force, Collector, Infinity Edge, Guardians, and you can do whatever last item you want. I just put in Bloodthirster for sustain and just a filler. Eclipse. This build is for squishy champions. You guys gonna say, if it's for squishy, why are you building Lord Dominic's instead of Collector? If they have any armor on a champion, plated steel caps, give it a couple of armors, Guardian's Angel. Collector is have 12 lethality, wasn't it? Yeah. And this, so you get like 60 armor, and Collector ignores 12 of it, so you have like 51 armor. Even though I'm level 11, and at 16 and 18 you get more armors and stuff like that, so Collector gets worse off. Anyways, with this you ignore 30% of the armor at all stages, meaning if they build any armor you still ignore them, etc, etc. Even if they don't have any armor, you ignore their base stats, meaning if they have like 100 base armor at level 18, you ignore them. They're basically like 30 armor, and they're just made out of thin paper. That's all it is. There's also Collector there as well, by the way. This is Eclipse build. Amazing against squishies. I would say you can build this if there's like one bruiser and 4 squishies, or 2 bruisers, 3 squishies. It's amazing against squishy champions, but not great against tanks. It struggles on the damage department, but ignores armor, meaning it's great assassin item. Good for I'm not a commander.
Don't be an ass.
It's great for assassinating people. Alright, there's my Eclipse build. So for Immortal Shield bow, what would you use this against? It would go against Burst, your Dianas, your Evelyns, your Elises, your Definitive Wise. These are the junglers. You also have mids that are your Kianas, your LeBlancs, your Zeds, your any assassin, Talons. Any assassin that relies on bursting you with their whole combo, and if they get their whole combo and they don't kill you, they're screwed. This is what Immortal Shield bow is for. If there's a lot of squishies, you will go on head build, where you go Immortal, Bork with Sand, Rage Blade, and Guardian's Angel. But if there are 2 tanks, let's say Zac jungle and Save White in top. You will go Immortal Shield Bow into Collector, or actually, now that I think about it, that should be Lord Dominic's. Lord Dominic's, there's a ton of tanks. Your it's Lord Dominic's here. You go Immortal, Lord Dominic's, your Infinity Edge, and Bloodthirster and Guardian's Angel. That's what you would go for. Crits for tanks, basically. This is two sample builds that are quite common and useful. There you go. That's what you build on Immortal Shield Bow. For Kraken, there's also a build some brought to my attention. What about RFC, Rageblade? And I'm like, okay, instead of Vitsend, this should be Rapid Fire. I forgot to replace it. It's basically Kraken, Bork, Rageblade, Rapid Fire, Guardians. Ignore Vitsend in this case, because I forgot to... I picked the wrong item, basically. It's great for picks, it's great for squishies, it's squishy only. That's about it. So, for the Strikebreaker, here's a fun build you can try out. So these three items you can pick whatever. It's basically a filler. Lot of shields. You go serpents. Lot of kill threat on you. Guardian's Angel. You need sustain. You can go sustain. You can build whatever fifth item you want. Ignore these. You can build whatever. These are just some examples. Here's how this works. Your Q slows because of Seraldo's Bitter Cold. It's your armor pen item. Your Blade of the Rune Pack. Your percent health item. Strikebreaker gets you beefy, gives you attack speed, gives you attack damage, ability haste, everything you want. It also gives you, doesn't also give you, it gives you slow on your Q, slow on your E, slow on your ult. You also have slow on your Strikebreaker, no brainer. You also have speed, and your Seraldo slow, your Storm Razor slows, everything slows basically. As you can see. Movement attack, your 120 bonus magic damage, energy attack slow, 75% for 0.5 seconds. It's also amazing for picks. If it's 1 versus 1, and other person doesn't just stack check you, you can kite them, you can do whatever, you can kite with it away, you can kite onto them, so meaning they can't run away from you. You have slow, it's a lot of utility. Basically, if you get on someone, they can't run away. They just can't. It spikes mid-game and falls off late-game, don't forget, against bruisers. It's just fun in general. I recommend you try it out. Anyways, guys, I hope this short ultimate guide, whatever thingy, that explained all of you guys' questions and what happened to all the other items. I simply made that guide because I wanted to, honestly. I love Eclipse, and I wanted to share my thoughts. Anyways, that's all about it. I love you guys. Take care. Peace.